Hello guys, welcome back to Custom Gamer. This is part 3 of the DoorVille mapping competition video. And this next map we're going to look at is Unknown Hazard by TabMan. This is another kind of medium length map. And again, I'm kind of wondering where this fits into the Half-Life 2 universe. There doesn't really seem to be any lead into the map from a location from Half-Life 2. Which is a real shame. As you can see, we've got some combine soldiers which you need to... I like the way they don't notice you straight away. You have some time to decide where you want to go. And there's actually a couple of routes you can take here to take out these combine soldiers. So if you go around here, you actually find some grenades first. If you just charge in guns blazing, you won't get these. I actually completely cocked this up and get stuck on the door there. It was such a good plan as well. See, I do like this area. There's lots of different ways the Combine can flank you and get around. If you notice, there's actually a little hole in the wall that you can pop a grenade through as well. So I like the way that the authors kind of set up this area to facilitate multiple forms of... not forms, but multiple approaches to the same combat. It's really nice. And he's actually triggered a flickering light correctly. Well done. There are a couple of side rooms like this in the map, which I was expecting there to be some sort of like pickups or some kind of secret area or something, but no, there's just empty rooms. It's always nice to have something in these side rooms. I really like the health kit hanging on the wall here. That's a really nice touch. I really want to see more maps doing that, kind of integrating the items into the environment better, like that. Really nice touch. So this map's got a nice bit of atmosphere in it. Nice choice of music, some great ambient sounds in most of the areas. It's very foreboding. Something a lot of the maps in this competition pack lacked, actually. It's kind of a good atmosphere. As far as the visuals go, I mean, the map can feel quite bare. I mean, it's all very functional, it works just fine, but I just couldn't shake the feeling that some of the areas are perhaps a tad too boxy. As it stands though, it's fine. Again, we've got another side area with nothing in it. Would have been nice to hide a supply crate behind something in there, perhaps. I thought this was quite funny. Just line up for your headshots there. Thank you. Would have been a great scripted moment if the Metro cops would kick that stuff out of the way to shoot you or something like that. Would have been quite nice. I do like that the author varies up the combat in the map by having, you know, a section with zombies, then a section with combine. And as you'll see later, he likes to mix and match as well. This bit's a bit weird. You notice you just kind of get pushed off the edge by an invisible force. I think it just needs to be more obvious that there's something there pushing you. It would have worked a lot better if the floor had just given way or something. As it stands, it was just very obvious you're being pushed by an invisible trigger. So now things start getting a little bit more interesting. So we get a bunch of combine here, and then a bunch of zombies start attacking as well. It's a really nice combat setup actually. There's just enough cover to not get completely destroyed by the combine here. Generally the zombies are kept busy enough, but I did actually die once here on my first playthrough. Combine soldiers got some lucky hits on me. But if you play carefully, it's certainly doable. I tend to just kind of run in and hope for the best. That's just my personal playstyle though. Got the better of me this time. All these crates everywhere can get a little annoying at times though when you're trying to move around. Some of them just stick out a little bit too far, I think. There's quite a long combat segment as well. I think the zombies just keep on spawning until you've dealt with all the combine. I'm not quite sure if that's correct, or that's what it felt like though. And that is that. Random head crab. So yeah, that is the end of that map. And unfortunately the author doesn't finish the map properly. You just kind of fade to black, then you have to quit back to the menu. I hate it when authors do that. Just send the player back to the main menu at the end. You'll notice here, yeah. Still alive, can still run around and shoot. I just can't see where I am. See, it's a nice little map, a little bit lacking in detail, but it's got some good combat in it, which I enjoyed quite a lot. And it's just a bit rough around the edges, but you know, decent enough. And our last map that we are looking at was a late entry into the competition. It is called Canals by David Lundvall, aka WizardExt. He's been a long time subscriber to my channel, so hello mate, how are you doing? It is a great honour to have a look at your level, so we shall do it right now. Let's go. So this was, as I mentioned in part 1, this was the other level I was talking about, which just had a fantastic sense of place within Half-Life 2. I'm sure you all recognise this area from the beginning of the Half-Life 2 game by Valve. Although it's quite apparent that the sunlight has got a lot brighter since we last played this level. This is something that David mentioned on Twitter when we had a little chat, and that the HDR settings are a little bit aggressive for this section of the level. It can white out quite severely when you're looking up at the sky. And yeah, it did hurt my eyes a little while I was playing. But you'll notice here that this is the door that was locked before, so we are in new territory now. But I think it's just a shame that more maps in this pack didn't have a better sense of place within Half-Life 2, like this one and the first Canals map did. So you know exactly where you are now. It brings back a lot of memories from the game. Now we're going to shoot some dudes. I thought while the combat in this part of the map was okay, I felt that it got very samey quite quickly. The geometry here kind of repeats slightly. As you go up these stairs here, you'll notice that the same kind of combat area repeats twice more before you get to the other side. And you only ever get enemies from in front of you. It's a shame, because there's a lot of opportunity here for like enemies to rappel down behind you, or appear from on top of the roof there. As it stands, they just kind of come from the front. Would have been nice to get some more variation in enemy type as well, I think. And none of these explosive barrels were ever quite in a place where I can make good use of them. One thing I really did like about this was the skybox in this area. I don't know if David changed it at all, but all the kind of tower block buildings there creates a really nice skyline. Again, I don't know if this was like this in the Valve version or whether he added some more, but it looks really nice either way. Just the general atmosphere here is pretty fantastic. It's just a shame about the blazing sunshine, but never mind, we can chalk it up to experience, I suppose. You notice here it's quite bad. Yeah, there we go. Short and sweet. And again, I think the combat could have been slightly better. Like I mentioned, it does tend to stay very samey, and it's a shame there wasn't more variation in the combat area where you fought. It just felt very repetitive. Like I don't want to say copy and paste job, but that's what it felt like. Perhaps move the sheds around a bit, or have some different, raise some levels up and down a bit, create some more variation that way. But as it stands, it was okay. So I hope you enjoyed these maps, guys. Got some more content coming to you later this week. So keep tuned in, and I will see you next time.